Good evening. We are answering. Oh, my t-shirt's a bit. We are answering the questions that people asked us through Facebook and Instagram last week. So let's get to it. First question
is how to reduce the effects of medial epicondylitis, also known as golfer's elbow, from squatting.
So, while squatting it can be, if you're doing a lot of squatting, it can be quite common to get some elbow pain. This can be for a number of reasons, just overuse of doing the same movement pattern. It could be some problems around the shoulders and things like that. So to help to reduce this pain, you have a few options. You can have like some soft tissue work done around on the biceps and on the forearms and lots of stretching and stuff like that. I'd recommend going to see a ART specialist if you can locate one by you for this. You can also, if you have the luxury of perhaps not using a barbell to squat and moving to a safety squat bar, which puts the elbow in a much more comfortable position. Obviously, if you're competing in powerlifting and you need to squat with the barbell, I'd recommend staying away from the barbell still until maybe 8-10 weeks away from your competition, when things need to become more specific. The other thing you can do is add things like a compression cuff around the elbow or elbow sleeves. You may find that this also helps. Next, need new training shoes. What recommendations do you have?
So for a good all-round trainer or shoe, the two that we recommend are the Nike Metcons or the Reebok Nanos.
And where can you find those?
Online. Google is brilliant. You can pretty much buy them anywhere. I don't think they have limitations.
No, you find them on the net. Stephen Nesbitt, best mobility routine, shoulders and ankles especially. We will get you a video for this. Is some of the things are kind of difficult to explain through talking, and I think that you can get better demonstrations through video.
Yep. Next question is, what's the best way to increase my cardio ability?
So Dion, I know you do CrossFit, or the last time I knew you did. So I'm guessing it's a bit of aerobic and anaerobic fitness that you're looking to improve. Now, this kind of cardio fitness should be programmed within your training just like how you would strength training. So it depends also like your time that you have available to commit to this. You could do maybe 2 days a week you focus on shorter bursts of like HIIT style stuff, and then 2 sessions a week are focused on longer aerobic work. Building a good base of longer aerobic work will help with your recovery when you're doing weight training and when you're doing your HIIT sessions, but training is also specific to what you do. So if you want to get better at more just those HIIT sort of CrossFit WOD stuff, then I'd stick to continually doing that. And next question, I think I have weak glutes. What exercises can I do to strengthen them? I'll let the I'll let the booty take this one.
Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt.
So the majority of the exercises you want to do are compound movements, so things like squats, deadlifts, Romanian deadlifts, hip thrusts. They're all brilliant exercises. And then also you can go on to the single leg, so you have the single leg lunges, single leg squats, RDLs. And then if you really want to go for accessories, things like kickbacks on the cables, and also hip abduction and X-band walks. They're all good exercises that you can use to strengthen those glutes. But I definitely recommend through the compound and building them progressively over time. Okay, so is there a certain amount of protein that your body can absorb, digest in one sitting or meal?
All of the protein. Well, so this is like a bodybuilding myth that you can only absorb so much protein. Now, the actual evidence behind this is that you want to roughly be getting 30 to 50 grams per serving, as this will usually mean that you can hit adequate leucine requirements. Leucine is an amino acid, and this helps to stimulate muscle protein synthesis, which is all the sciencey stuff about how muscle is built and things like that. So if you're getting 30 to 50 grams every 4 to 6 hours, this is ideal. However, if you're not able to commit to those timings, just making sure you hit protein targets for the day will be good enough. Next one, can you eat what you want as long as it fits your macros, or are there such things you should definitely avoid?
Okay, so it is possible to lose weight if you stick to your macros. So if you have a deficiency in the amount of calories that you're taking as opposed to your output, you can lose weight. Having said that, it is really important to think about the micronutrients and vitamins that you're consuming, or the nutritional benefit of the food that you're eating. So foods such as fruits, veg, grains, pulses, they're all great in hitting those micronutrient targets, and they'll also help with fibre intake, which is also extremely important for your digestive system and general well-being and health. So with fibre, we'd recommend 10 grams per 1,000 calories intake. So yeah, nothing to avoid specifically, but things like fast foods, they're not going to give you much nutritional value. It is what it is. Everything in moderation is my favourite phrase to use.
What do you think? Chocolate bar a day?
Well, you could have a chocolate bar a day. It could fit into your macros. Having said that, smart choices will probably allow you to eat more volume. So for instance, 2 apples or 3 apples.
It should be if it fits your macros.
Yeah, I think we should use that. If it fits your macros. That'll be complicated. But yeah, smart choices. Enjoy your food, but at the same time, there's no constraints. There don't need to be any real constraints.
No,
but be sensible.
Yeah.
The biggest challenge I have is finding set times to train due to hectic work life, kids, football, etc. What can you recommend for this?
This is something that lots of people kind of say to me, and to be totally honest with you, my own work schedule kind of gets a bit like that. And for me, what works and what I tell people to do is schedule your times in like you schedule everything else in your life. Like you schedule that you've got to leave for work at a certain time, schedule your workouts in, commit to them. If someone asks you to do something different, you have to say, no, sorry, I've got to go and do this. It can be difficult at first, but if you don't book that time in, and it's easy to just say no, or just like palm it off because you're not as committed to it. A target could also be that you set yourself a set amount of workouts for the month. So it could be, I'm going to complete 12 workouts this month. Doesn't matter how you do that. Some weeks are maybe 4, some weeks are maybe 2. However, you don't want to go a week without not working out. So yeah, put that time in your diary and commit to it.
Okay, so next question. Limited on time, what should I do? HIIT or full body workouts in the morning?
So this depends on your goals and your time available, obviously. HIIT workouts can be useful for a short time, but they're a lot harder to progressively improve compared to training in a gym, where you can add load quite consistently and you're going to build more muscle from going into the gym. But as I say, it depends on what your goal is. If you just want to feel a little bit fitter and you're not too worried about building lots of muscle, then the HIIT workouts could be useful for you. Last question is from Danielle. Do family members or friends need to buy tickets if you're competing in the BDFPA to come and watch?
The answer is it depends. Most competitions are free, but they always do say when you're filling in your application form for the competition, they will say if they require for friends and family to pay a fee. But I think I've only been to one competition where you have to be as a spectator.
I've never...
That could have been with the GBPF though.
Yeah. I've never had that. In bodybuilding I have, but not powerlifting.
Not powerlifting.
No.
But check the entry form. That's the best way to check.
Okay, well, thank you for watching, and all those that ask questions, we really appreciate it. If you have any further questions, then please comment below. If you found this useful, then please share with people that you think that this would help. And
Yeah, thank you very much.
thank you. Peace out.
A-town down.